Let's get on it. Let's get at this story. The short, small man. The pariah. The cockroach of society. The one who is easily mockable, brandable, put in pillory, blamed for everything, and is forced, not through choice, but through design, to dance to the tune that the TDH, the cool guy, has set up for him to dance to. Insofar as getting any confirmation from any woman socially, our subject has no appearance, he's got no personality, he's got no presence, and he's so damn stupid not to lay a good steel foundation to go out there completely vulnerable, with no trump cards, with no powerful street smart assertiveness skills, no street fighting skills, nothing to defend himself, completely vulnerable. Put yourself in that man's position. He's the jerk. He's the asshole. He's a subject of projective animosity. Put yourself in his place. What's it like for the short, small man with no appearance and no personality to go out on the dance floor and try to ask a woman for a dance? And you could see the expression on the woman's face, "Not with you." Then the short man walks away, look over his shoulder. TDH or somebody else more fitting the prerogative gets the dance. No claim is being made against any woman's prerogative to choose who they want. No claim is made against that. The little Cecil, the short man with no appearance, has no entitlement, has no right to any modicum of fair play. Nobody knows that better than the disenfranchised man. He's the one who, when he gets out there, he is the one who has to pull himself up by his own bootstraps. He's like the cockroach on its back, huh? The roach is so tough, he dies so hard, that he's got to get off his back. And the roach he's fighting, he's moving to try to get next to some obstacle, something he can get up against and bump up against it and get back on his feet. If he can't get back on his feet, he dies. And he fights like hell. You can see him wiggling, struggling to get next to some kind of object. He doesn't know where it is. He's got to find it. That analogy is your short, small Quasimodo man. Your man who has no appearance and no personality, nothing to recommend him. And when he comes out, he's on his own self-resources and self-supports. Everything is militating against that short little man. He's got to come up with a strategy. But the rules that apply to him are not the rules that will apply to your TDH. These are two different worlds. How does your short, small man survive and compete? He's got to grab the bull by his horns. He's got to get in there and get tough as steel. He drives iron with a ruthless discipline and maturity. He does it right. He plays the game right. He does whatever is within his kin to make himself hard and tough. And he's going to have to get the motivation for doing it, the confirmation, the reward for doing it, 100% under his own resources. He's the man who's unlikable. He's the man who, he's like the cockroach who everybody wants to step on. Yet he must not become paranoid over it. He's got to realize he has to fight for and forge in a hot oven the ability, the capacity, the credibility to be effectively competitive, with no excuse for a failure, no way to rationalize. This is truly a man forced by circumstances to be the master of his own fate, the captain of his own ship. He has no choice about it. He has to condition himself to be unembarrassable, desensitize himself to the petty bullshit all around him. He's got to be very, very ruthlessly objective about himself, his limitations, his vulnerabilities. He's got to prosecute himself very hard, like the most ruthless, aggressive, brutal prosecutor who's looking for every angle to not just beat this man, but destroy him. This is the reality a short, small man finds out there when he goes out. He's got to overcome the height problem. He can't positive think it away. He can't admonish it away. He can't listen to all the bullshit he sees around him of people that are suggesting to him, pick yourself up, have confidence, do this, do that, when it doesn't fit the man's temperament, his skills. You listen to what the leaders are saying and doing, the ones who are being successful at what you want to do, but you don't follow the leader. You look at a formula, but you put your own numbers in it. You don't follow the leader. That's the bottom line in this little talk.